Hi, this is Vince Reilly, the internet's least busiest music nerd. I'll start this review of Brian Eno's latest CD, The Ship, by explaining why his approach to music has always interested me personally as a musician. I can play the piano a bit, but always found playing from notation about as interesting as typing, and musical virtuosity less aesthetic than athletic. Also, if music doesn't attempt something different, why record it at all? In other words, conventional rock music always bored the shit out of me. This left my own musical choices, tastes and interests grounded in the strength of ideas more associated with the visual arts than with music, as well as the ever-expanding variety of timbre provided by synths, samples and more recently, musical software. Therefore, Eno has always inspired, spoken to and for me and musicians like me. He also has little interest in using notation, virtuosity, straightforward rock, and has always promoted and excelled in working with ideas such as ambient and generative music, and can put sounds together more broadly, arrestingly and beautifully than anyone I've heard. This is no more apparent than on his previous solo CD, 2012's Lux. This is music he is perfectly adept at doing. It's slow, ambient music of beautiful layers and rich relationships of sound. Therefore, I've played it to death and always loved it, but, party pooper I am, feel the fact that it is so exemplary of Eno's music made it perfectly safe ground for him. One odd thing about Eno, and there are many, is that, although he has made a career of going against the grain, his music has always been extremely tonal, harmonic and accessible, or at least to me. But The Ship sounds more avant-garde. For a start, it's a CD with a fairly complex concept relating the sinking of the Titanic with the even more horrific and tragic disaster of the First World War. Then when his voice finally kicks in, well, I don't know about you, but it really rubbed me up the wrong way. His voice here makes mine sound like Mickey Mouse, and has been put through that horror of horrors, the vocoder. This is that vocal effect done to death in the 70s and 80s in disco and electronic music that sounds like a Dalek singing down a Hoover tube. However, after repeated listenings, I got to rather like it, and his low rumbling static of a voice on The Ship now sits comfortably in my psyche. Also, the simplicity and repetition of the phrases reminds me strangely of traditional Irish folk singing. Underlying this are progressively complex layers and tinklings of atonal sound from just about every sound source imaginable. This then is from an artist who's always claimed that his lyrics shouldn't mean anything and his music shouldn't go anywhere. But then again, Eno's whole approach to music, with this emphasis on chance, lateral thinking, and even picking cards in the form of his oblique strategies, is to find new and surprising prompts for creativity and inspiration. So, with this CD, he has abandoned his usual borders in favour of what lyrical meaning and musical structure can offer as a musical work of art, and also as a chance to voice his political objections to the current Middle East conflicts, albeit in a roundabout way. Even at his poppiest, Eno has never compromised for a moment, so with The Ship, it is not as though he has finally become uncompromising. Rather, he has simply upped the ante, and from now on, I only hope he continues to do so. After all, he isn't getting any younger, and if he wants to deepen his artistic mark, it's never too early to dig your heels in. I thank you for listening, welcome any comments, and The Ship. I sense icebergs in the dark waters.